All right, hi there. Going to go over the all-time highs hit today. What is it? March something, March 3rd. Bell just rang and markets are closed. So I've pulled up the all-time high list here on my trading view. Gonna pick out some of the stocks. I see I've sorted by largest market cap. I'm just going down indiscriminately, picking the ones under $100 because I like to make my options plays a little bit on the cheaper side. All right, I got 5 of them: CocaCola, Archer Daniels Midland, Kroger, Cerner, and CF Industries. Let's pop over here, pull up Coca-Cola. I guess we could start with Kroger. That was the chart that was up, but that's okay. All right, here I am on the weekly. I'll load up all my data. There you go. Got my volume profile over here. All right, so this is the COVID drop. We are seeing very, very big bull trend. Get a nice solid trend line there. Poke below it. No, just once. Shot right back up. It's just a wick. Okay, you can see it's riding the EMA clouds pretty nice. Let's map out some resistance and support levels. I see one right around here. These are my weekly levels. I like to plot those out first before you dive deeper. So you kind of got a level right up there, huh? And we broke above it and we've tested it. This is a very good sign on Coca-Cola. What do we got down here? Probably say right around there. And yeah, we could be an extra thorough. Probably put a line right there. Right as the volume starts to draw off, there's some touches there. A couple touches here. Just really like that. Off of it. Kind of popped above it. Definitely wanted to be support. All right. So let's move down to the daily. Let's see. That clears things up a little bit. Might be better a little lower. Doesn't matter. Don't see any volume profile. Come on, internet. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I can tweak this down a little lower there. All right. Now, where's the action at here? Yeah, we've been playing around this level for a bit now. I can see we got some resistance up here at all-time highs. It's just sitting at the top right about 63. So I guess if I was looking to make an option play, let's get that a different color. I like to make my daily and smaller time frame lines different colors than the weekly ones. Okay. I did just have earnings. Earnings look pretty good. They're 10th of February, so they're about a month old. Okay, volumes mostly green. That's what we like to see. A little bit of a fresh new high today, but it did end a little lower. Average volume. I guess if I was looking to get calls, yeah, I would want to see it. I always want to see it test 61, and then maybe look for a swing on some calls. If 61 holds, ultimately that 60.23, that weekly line, maybe even a 50 cents lower than it. That's the big retest zone. We've retest up, kind of got a little bit lower. Let's see, low 59.22, low 59.28. So pretty darn close. It touches, if it hits enough times, it might break through. But that's our point of no return. I'd really like to see the 60 hold. Yeah, and always be ready to flip bias. Keeps clanging at 63 and can't find new highs. It might be time for puts, but Coca-Cola doesn't move real big in terms of options plays. Might have to make that one a longer leap, or just get shares. Get shares on any pullback that doesn't go below 59, and make 57.30 your stop. My stop. This is not financial advice. This is a madman rambling. All right, let's continue the ramble. Let's look at ADM. Archer Daniels Midland Agricultural Commodities Milling. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, now this is the daily. Let's pull back. Let's start at the weekly. Everybody loves dead air, waiting for the internet to load. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's looking very bearish as well. Put a nice little trend line there. Yeah, it's just crawling up that cloud, broke down a little bit, and a pullback to there. I definitely want a line right there. All those touches there, I think that intersects those nice. Also have a nice level here at 46. Oh yeah, these are weekly lines, so let's get back to the weekly color. And let's say 69. Maybe I like this one lines up with the volume profile a little bit better. And look how it's shot up there. It's a little bit of a bump there. Let's investigate further on the day. Okay. Yeah, we're getting good solid volume. Look at the volume it got today. It gapped up, dipped down, but still found its way up. All right, so yeah, look at the look at how well that line lines up to that edge here. Okay, oh, shut up. Okay, yeah, I'd say that's a right there. Make it blue. Yeah, call that resistance busted through it. It even almost had a retest twice there last few days, and boom, today. I don't know what news they might have had. This is what do they call that? Candle setup. That's the evening star. It's possible all the buyers have just bought, and tomorrow we might see a sell-off. Want to see that 77 hold as support, as a break and retest. If I was going options, that's what I'd be looking at. Definitely Definitely feeling this down here. 73.5. Maybe make it a little tighter up there. 74.5. Right at that point of control. That would be the ultimate bull hold. Bounce off that. Be a good place to look for an entry. I'm also wondering about the downside. When I would look to switch to the bear bias, probably below that line. Breaks below there. Especially if breaks it, retests it. Get down to that 67. Might be a good little options play. I was looking to pick up shares. I would be wanting to add a small position in 77. Another position 74.5. And then if it really busted below 72.30 is when I'd get out of the shares. I don't know. I might make a play on this one. It's hard not to be bullish when they're at all-time highs. That's the magic golden ticket special. All right, Kroger. This is one we've been talking about on the podcast a few times. I did delete my lines so I could redraw them. Yeah, look at... Oh, it was in earnings. That's why they're all-time high. Look at that. A 23% surprise on earnings. All right, well, people buying them groceries. All right, daily. Switch back to the weekly. Yeah, look at that madness. And some great earnings. You know, when the earnings are good and everybody rushes in to buy and we get this huge kind of push up, the pullback comes when the buying is exhausted, right? Everybody's already bought who had money to buy. So be looking. Let's draw a line right. I mean, that's a big pullback right there. But that's where the volume profile edge is. I mean, I guess 50 is gonna be a level. We'll see. Probably better on the daily. I might have to switch that around, but let's keep drawing. I like that line. Got some touches here. Got some touches here. Right on the volume profile edge. Love it. And then there's another one we can do right. 34.30. Now, it hasn't been down that way since March of 2021. So it's been a year. But it'd be good just to know that level's there. And then if we're being thorough, let's add one more right there. We got some touches and right on a big volume node. Okay, let's take a look at the daily. Oh, look at that. Look at that gap up. Gaps get filled. Gaps get filled. Okay, so really, there's two gaps there. So 46.71. I'm going to assume it's going to see 46.71. Don't know when. My guess is be by the end of the year, but that's a guess. That's just a guess. We got to let the price guide us. Let the stock tell us what it's doing. Yeah, it's hard to find an entry in a situation like this. I mean, could go down to the 30-minute and like, okay, so look at that $55 resistance. It just really... what did I do? All my weekly lines aren't my weekly color. Oh, I'm gonna get fired from this job so fast. All right. Yeah, look at this. Look at this structure. Look at how well it held. This is from the weekly. 24. Kind of kept up above. Never really retested it. And boom, just shut the... Oh, yeah. This is on the 30-minute. Yeah, see how well those lines hold up? And these are drawn on the freaking weekly. Okay, so I think these are some solid levels. We just gapped up so high on, what's this, overnight? Yeah, closed at 49 and we opened in the 50s, 52. Yeah, big push, but it couldn't, once it got up here, couldn't quite break through that. So I'm gonna expect it to revisit and go lower. But look at that volume. I guess the break and retest to 55 is when you want to get in. When I would want to get in on calls or shares. Switch back to the day. Yeah, looks a lot cleaner on the 30-minute. All right, there's Kroger for you. Magic all-time high land. All right, let's go back and now let's take a look at CERN on the weekly. These guys are a tech company. Oh yeah, look at what the hell happened here. Something amazing, I'm sure. That week of December. All right. Draw a line like that line at 80. We gotta probably never do anything with this line. I just like to draw lines, right? And yeah, it's got a few touches in there, right? Volume profile. All right, so these last few months, it's just accepted. The price has been accepted higher, right? Don't know if we'll see these levels anytime soon. But it looks like it broke. It never even retested. Let's see. Maybe there. I like there better. The volume profile. And then we'll go ahead and, it's clanging right on the top. That 91. See how the EMA cloud kind of provided support without anything else there to act as support. Any previous information to provide technical analysis of to show you a level. That EMA cloud did very nicely. And it has held. So I want to, not even on the daily, I'm just looking at the weekly. Yeah, I want to see it break that level. Let's investigate further. A little deep dive. All right. Oh, wow, look at that. Remember I was saying everybody buys. They've already bought. Look at that. I guess on here, that other level doesn't make as much sense when you're looking at it zoomed in. But this 91. I think that 92, 64, 92 half area. Just had a big gap. Gap might get filled. The volume down here is above average. slightly above average, average, just under, just under. Yeah, so it had a gap up from its earnings. I mean, it's still making higher highs and higher lows. Yeah. Maybe I'd be looking to move in some calls. I guess 92.5. Really like to see some more upward movement and then a pullback. Probably to that 93.5 level. If it breaks below 91, it's got a huge gap down to 80. I mean, I don't know what the guidance was when they did their earnings call, but did leave a huge gap behind. It gapped up again. Oh, that was a small gap. What's this huge gap from? I wonder what the news was that day. Left it behind. With this one, I know it's all-time highs, but my brain takes it more towards the puts. I want to see if it fills this 11-12% gap, $10 gap. That's what I'm interested in on there. CERN. These stocks with all-time highs, though, they are juicy stocks. All right, our last one. Let's take a look at CF. Go back to the weekly. Oh, wow. That is a steep trend line you can draw there. So let's draw it. Bam. Look at that. That's not sustainable forever. All right, but let's get some levels. Yeah, this thing's going crazy, isn't it? We'll get one right. 49.82. Call it 50. Get it my weekly color. Right, say 63. And definitely. Got more touches right at 72.60 to 72.5. Got more touch. Right. Got some weekly levels. I guess if I was being thorough, I'd want to throw a line down there too. Let's pop over to the daily. All right, wow, look at that since earnings. Negative surprise, but they had a 7% earnings beat. Negative surprise on revenue, 7% earnings beat on 7% beat on earnings. Come on, Dan, you know how to talk. All right. Yeah, this has just been relentlessly bullish. Feel like if I threw up a Bollinger Band, we'd be pushing up against the top of the band right there. All right, let's get a daily level there. 80. So we last level we retested. I should say our most recent low. 66.95, so 70. Is that? Yeah. 67. 67's the most recent low. That's in the rear view mirror, huh? All right, 77 is that ledge. I think 77 is the retest level. I mean, 80. It's gonna hit 80 before 77. It's not bearish until it gets below 67. So this is an incredibly bullish stock. You've got a lot of room for a pullback. Where does that pullback gonna go? Well, I mean, I've got three levels to watch for right there. 84.5, about 81, about 77. Just for shits and giggles, let's look at the 30-minute. Yeah, these levels look pretty good. Looks like we already tested the 84.36 resistance, support, broke through, became support. Now we're breaking through again. Broke through, and look at that volume on that last half hour. I think it's at its support. This would be one in the morning to look at and make a judgment if you want to make a trade out of the gate. Wait the first 5-15 minutes. Make sure it's holding the trend, but yeah. Here's the weekly trend line. It's just such a steep trend. Yeah, I'm going to be eyeing these three levels to maybe enter some shares, maybe enter some calls. CF Industry Holdings. The other thing I like to do, chemicals, agricultural. I'm going to take a look at one of those. You can go over to sectors, and which one is agricultural and chemical? Right. It's XLB is our material sector. Draw the 30 minutes. Let's take a look at the weekly. Make some sense of this. Oh, so we are sideways on the weekly. Looks like we're just ranging, and it is towards the bottom of the range. We just kind of tested, pulled back. Look at the volume heading in, though. Look at those wicks and tails. Well, I'd say because we are still bullish here, I'd say it's still safe to be bullish on materials. I think sector and stock lining up. Yeah, if I had to pick one, I think CF is CF's the winner there. One to watch in the morning. All right, well, none of this is financial advice. This is a madman rambling. Check us out, Two Bulls in a China Shop Stock Trading Podcast. And I'll be back around sometime.